Ice first.
Hey Robin. Yeah, go ahead. What issue you are getting?
Yeah. Uh, I got this whole thing, but now I want to get the particular value only.
Uh, you got a dictionary now. You want to get particular value. Can you give example?
So like over here, just a minute. So over here, so I want only the name of these values, stock price of these value for today. And what I did was, this was from yeah, this was one. And over here, first I did this. It is like it says a step guide to stock price for using API. And I got the API, and then I wrote the API over here. This is my API, and I was trying to do for Apple for now. And over here, what I was doing was over here. So, and I went for the documentation. Where is the documentation for this? Just yeah. Mm. Executive company profile. Profile stock symbol. This one. Stock symbol, look of news. Latest price update. Mm. Uh,
On your left, I think in the menu we can scroll down. Stock fundamentals and what is the next heading?
Stock fundamentals and stock estimates.
Yeah. Stock price. Go to stock price. You want to find price, right? Or something target, something
Yeah,
here, I think.
yeah.
Price or what they are asking, like they are asking for stock price or latest price.
Find the stock that moved. Get the latest price for Apple. Yeah, latest price.
And was the third point between Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Google. Find the stock that moved the most percent point from yesterday. Okay, so I think we need to first find price and then also something else, which is like yesterday's price versus today's price, so that we can know how much the value changed, right? So
Yeah, we need yesterday's price too then.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then save the information. Okay, so I think price information just they are asking, and go to API. Okay, so here we have price information, uh, stock price and quote. Go to quote, or no, it is stock candles. Stock candle also have something. I think quote will give you what? What is scroll up? Go to quote. Yeah, this one. So this one has a real-time quote on US
There's
stocks.
high, low,
Yeah,
and yeah.
high low. I think the closing price is the price of today, right? That will be the price. So closing price of today and
Oh, we have chains also. But they also said like use this thing, like use request API rather than their API.
okay, they are saying do not use their API.
Yeah.
Okay, so from you request API, we need to get the price. So I think from URL, then we need to pull. So let's see what URL they are putting that value, stock value. So can you open the document again? Like what exactly
This
in
one.
programming they are saying write a Python script to accomplish the following task. The program should run correctly. Use this free stock API to query stock price for a specific tag stock. Okay. Mm. So they are saying use the API, but do not use their package.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is fine. We can use the API in our package, whatever you are using. So they are just saying use the API, but do not use their package, their Python package. So that is very common because generally some APIs do not provide their own Python interaction, right? Their own Python SDK, and therefore request is something that we are supposed to use in that case to communicate with the APIs. So that
Okay.
is fine. That is fine. So and it's a good use case also. Definitely something we can also put in our like extra miles or something for sure. So yeah, I mean this is the API. Let's find where is the price, latest price for Apple, Amazon, and all these shares. Yeah. So let's see in their API how they are providing the latest price of the stock. So code, yeah, we have to find that first. What is the latest price?
Company
So I
stocks.
think latest price because they are saying compare also, right? Compare with the previous one. Open the document again. I think if they are saying change from the previous day, find the stock that moved the most percentage point from yesterday. Oh, got it. So I think actually they are saying whenever they run the script, they want to pull the latest price at that point, right? It's
Mhm.
not the closing price, then it's a live price, whatever is the live price. Maybe let's say after 5 minutes if you run the same code, it will be different value, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So yeah, that is some as a inference we got. Now let's find the latest price in our code. So in our price, go to stock price. Definitely in price we have to find something and quote. Go to quote and get real time code, right? This is something we need, real time code.
Mm.
And polling also is we are doing, okay, and method is get, and then example is Apple and all that. Yeah, response we are getting current price, so C is the value we need, right? C is the value we would need. So yeah,
Mm.
let's call this, copy this code and question symbol equal to this. No, not this. On your left, examples. So copy this example and we will use request API for this. So whatever you are doing, you are I think on the right track. Now open the code. You got the point, right? What we are doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are on the right track, exactly right track. So this one just copy instead of metric, we will say, or that example that you copied. Copy that example.
This one.
Yeah, this
But
is our
over
like
here,
of no symbol we will replace dynamically using a list. So I think you created a list also. That's good. Stock is our list. So make that list instead of dictionary. No, not here. Like in our URL, we need to create a URL, right?
yeah.
So for that, we need to create a URL first, like you created this base URL. So
Mhm.
this base URL is correct. We just need to change it. So
Oh,
let's
instead of
check
metric.
the, yeah, correct. So the value that you copied, yeah, something like that. Remove the question mark sign from here. Yeah, yeah. So we are saying V1 stock code. and symbol equal to something. So now we have to replace the AAPL with the list, which is dynamic. How will you do that?
Okay. I can do your stock
Correct. Correct.
and then put F over here. And then
Yes. Yes.
read.
And data structure, I think you need to change a bit. It will not be dictionary. It will be something else
Oh,
in the above cell. Yeah. It will be a list, right?
yeah.
List will be something. Yeah. Which is iterable also. Dictionaries are also iterable, but we generally we use in key value pair. List is something we just use only single values in iterable format. So yeah, I think this Apple, Google, let's try it for these two first.
Yeah.
Or you can copy from this above. I think stock is already there. Just copy all these five. Yeah, yeah. So there is a code here. Okay. So I think list is there. Execute that cell. So we have a list. No, above cell, the list one. Yeah. So now base URL we are passing stock, and then after that request we are passing our token, and metric. I think metric we need to remove. Uh, Parameters request.get base URL, and params. I think only one param is required, right? Symbol and token also is. Yeah, I think token also we need to create something here. Yeah, in the base URL we need to also pass the token, or
Oh,
we have to also run in loop, because for every stock you want to get, right? So you will run in loop. Go to document, like exactly what they are asking in stock. In URL also we need to like figure out how to pass the token here. So here how they are saying, okay, they are providing example. Save the information for the most volatile stock to a CSV file with the following rows. Include the header, and we are saying stock symbol and percentage change, current price. Yeah. So I think this is not direct problem. We have to create a function, proper function for this. And in that function, we need to pull two URLs at least. One is the live price, one is the yesterday's price also.
so let's create a diff function
Yeah.
price. So this will take a list. And so
I think let's keep it stock, a stock symbol only in your definition. Like, let's say we want to get, it will get only one stock symbol.
okay, let's just keep one over here then.
No, keep that list same. In your definition, you will say for single stock, what function will do. First, write the comments, what the function, the pseudo comments, something like that, and make it only single stock first. Like then we can loop in, right?
Yeah.
Loop the function. So no, not here. Like you will get a stock symbol as a string, not a list. Your function will be for single stock only, like Apple. So it will be like a stock symbol,
Oh,
AAPL only. No, not here. In your definition, right? In the list. So instead of getting list in your function, def price stock, you will say a stock. Yeah.
okay.
So it will be a string.
Mhm.
And now write the pseudocode. What we need to do
For
to, and the
okay.
output will be the exact example that they provided. So we'll test that out. The values will be different, but something like that we need to output from this function. So this is the easiest way to approach any problem, that we first create a function and then inside function we just write that logic.
Okay.
So
So
input will be Apple and output will be that value format. So let's create one by one how we are
let's
going to
name
do
the
that.
user stock because we are only giving one stock. We can just
Yeah,
name it stock.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
And then this will
No,
be a,
that will be like in curly braces. So it's like a dynamic.
oh, yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So let's first write the commands steps what we need to do. For the given stock, we will get the latest price. Yeah, this is a step. Okay, create a URL and then get the latest price for the
Stock.
stock, correct? And once you have latest price, then I think they are asking us to also pull the yesterday's price.
Mm.
So create another URL for getting yesterday's stock price. Also verify this step with their documentation, like what they exactly want to get in yesterday's price. I think because closing price maybe another URL to get yesterday's price. Yeah. So go to documentation. I think let's double check if they are exactly doing this. Get the latest price, second point. And third point is find the stock that moved the most percentage point. Okay. We want to first calculate the percentage point. Oh no. First calculate the value, direct value comparison, and then calculate the percentage point. Most percentage point from yesterday. Okay, I think yesterday's will be the closing price. You can assume that yesterday will be the closing price. Yeah, yesterday's closing price. And then another step will be
And then we
once
have
you
to
have two
create the
values,
difference between them and create percentage.
another will be like get the value,
Get
get
the,
the
yeah.
yesterday's closing price, get the price, and after that,
And then we have to find the difference between today's and yesterday's, and then calculate
correct,
volatility.
correct. Find the difference between today's and yesterday's price, or you can say directly percentage value, because in percentage we just need to divide how much it is minus or plus percent. Find the percentage change between yesterday's and correct. And then after that, what you will do, I think we need to refer to document what they want after this. So then
Save.
save the information for the most volatile stock to a CSV file with the following rows. Okay, please also include the header in the CSV. Yeah, that is simple. Then include the header in the CSV also. So they what the information change current price, last close price. Yeah, even in example they confirmed it close price, right? So
Mm.
then we are sure that it is closing price. So yeah, I mean we can save it simply. There are multiple ways. The easiest way is pandas, but for single row, they might even ask you like why you use pandas for single row. So you will say that your goal is not to use. I mean, you use pandas most of the time, therefore you use it. Otherwise, you can also say CSV reader and writer. I think there is some way. Even I use pandas for all my work, but in interview I think they want to grill, so they will say why you what are the
Oh,
other methods. So let's do other method, and pandas also will try both, right?
mm.
Just a moment. I think once we have dictionary, so we can convert to pandas data frame and then to CSV. So that is pandas way, easier way. Then let's say another way is we again have a dictionary, and this dictionary want to save as a CSV without pandas. So let me check. Save dictionary as CSV without pandas. Yeah, I think there are very easy way also. They are saying, okay, one is the pandas way they are suggesting. Then another way is, okay, yeah, everybody is like suggesting pandas only. But if you want to try both, so therefore you want to, yeah, this one CSV. I think something on CSV side. Yeah, I think I got that code. I will paste in chat. right header, field names equal to field names. Okay. Number one, and that, yeah. So we will refer to that. I'm pasting a link. After pandas, we will try this also, but we will first get the values of what values we need. So yeah, so let's no, this we will use later once we reach up to pandas. So let's focus on getting the actual values first. This is later. Okay, so first of all, we need to create a URL for a single stock, right? So for that, we need to again refer the API documentation to check how to pass a token also. URL we anyway figured out, and token we just need to figure out like how to pass token. I think scroll up to the very top, they will suggest something. No, use left panel to scroll. This is very large page, right? Yeah, go to authentication, the second. Yeah, so they are saying, and okay, token equal to API key. All GET request require this parameter, token equal to our API key in the URL, right? So they are just simply saying token equal to URL. Just pass that key. So yeah, we can do that. I think let's also search for example. Oh, this one is good example. Token equal to this, and scroll right, and okay, I think end parameter, then we need to pass token equal to something and end equal to something, or
We can say JSON event equals to like closing or like current price and symbol equals to this.
no, scroll left. Okay, this is post request. I think line number 10 could help. In line number 10 they are saying request.get, and after question mark token equal to something we can pass, and again, okay, yeah, in get a, this is something how we are going to pass the token, and in our case we need to also pass another variable. So I'm thinking like I think after question mark we need to pass that. Yeah, I think we figured that out. So go to our VS Code, and here we need to create that variable now. I think after quote, so this example that you copied, question mark was not there, right? Or was it there?
It is not there, bro.
Go to stock price in API, scroll down. You are getting right how to work with API pull. So this is the typical approach that we follow. Stock code, yeah. Okay, question mark symbol equal to this and token equal to this. Something like this you will do. Okay, so let's go to VS Code. Let's try that. Let me also confirm this. Multiple params in get request. So I think it's like and symbol, but I'm just double confirming it. Multiple symbols, and they are saying parameters one. So get method is like something which you also notice in your Chrome or Safari browser. Like whatever URL you get, you will notice that sometimes you will see question mark and then parameters. So that is called get request. Yeah, I think and is one. So in URL you need to say after symbol equal to this and symbol, yeah, and token equal to again a variable which will be like a global kind of thing, token. Yeah, so this token also,
Okay.
let's say we are passing or we are picking, I think
We
let's
have
pass it.
token.
Let's make it generic. Let's pass in our function. In our function we are going to get token. No,
So
not
the
this one.
variable.
No, in your function dev price stock and stock comma token. Token is also variable.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, we are
correct.
passing it.
Yeah. So now our base URL is correct. Now next step we are saying request.get and base URL. And I think then we don't need uh, base URL and params equal to symbol, params equal to symbol. Okay, I think this method we need to change. Maybe dictionary we need to build. Go to their API. I think they might have put some example of get request params. But generally, I think in get request, our URL is enough. We don't need to pass params like this. So I think we are good. That is for post method generally, the params parameter. Scroll, go to VS Code. So remove that value, params equal to something. We don't need that. The base URL contains all the params, right? Remove the whole thing, request.get, and there's just base URL. Yeah. Yeah. So the reason is that why we are removing is because in our URL, the parameters are there, right? Which we are getting dynamically.
Okay. And then
And
how do we say like we are going to fetch like particular value like closing and opening stock?
oh
Is
yeah,
it?
after that, we will actually pull whatever text we get. After that, we
Oh,
fetch it from here. So then I think go to API. Let's see what we are getting as output. In API, we need to mention input output. No, no, not here. Go to API documentation. We will, okay. So they are mentioning arguments and symbol, and output will be, response will be a dictionary, right? So from
mhm.
dictionary, we will pull it. We will pull the C value.
Okay.
So
Pull
C is the
up.
current price, right? What
Mhm.
was the closing price then?
Current price
High
is percent
previous,
change,
oh, PC is the,
previous close price.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we will, I think then from the same one, we can pull previous
It's
close also, right?
it's
We don't
percentage change.
need
So,
two URLs.
mm.
Percent change also because they are saying, but I think they want us to calculate, therefore we will not use
Yeah.
this. But
Okay.
I guess in response also they didn't, okay, that was sample response. Yeah, let's calculate manually, but we can use this also, I guess. So I think then we don't need two URL, the same URL contain the information, right? So
Mm.
once we get request, then we are extracting the text from there. And the good practice is like now print the text. Let's see what it contains. No, yeah, print text, correct. And after that, comment that out next line, all those lines. Yeah. And no, I think last line is still not commented. Yeah. Now execute and let's run the function. Let's pass some stock parameter and token value. Next
Just
cell,
get
go
the
to next
one.
cell. No, this is fine. This is fine. Create a next cell, execute this cell, and yeah, here you need to call the function. Correct. And stock equal to I think stock equal to, you can say, no, you can type, yeah, this is also fine without list. It will be a single string. You can pass here dynamically, like later on we will do
Oh
that.
yeah.
Later on we will make it dynamic, but for now, just for try run, type stock equal to this and token equal to token. No, those variable, it will be picked from environment. Yeah, you are copying it here. Yeah, that's fine. Then you can say uh, price. No, let's do it proper way. In price stock, you will say stock equal to APL. Yeah, stock equal to this and token equal to token. Yeah, so this is a proper way, like how we call the parameters.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a value we are getting, and I think it is request.get. I think in text something is like not getting the right text. Request. So get print the R without text. Yeah, print R. Or you can change the value here also directly. Like instead of text, you can print R.
Just print.
Okay. I think from here we need to pull our dictionary. It is not getting our tech dictionary. We need to pull it somewhere. Let me figure this out. Go to the documentation site. So in request we are getting this, then in response. Oh no, not this. I think somewhere they mentioned request example also. So give it a search. Let's type command F. No, not here. Yeah, command F. And this is command F, is it? No, this Chrome command
Browser.
search. Chrome, yeah, browser search.
Come on.
Let's say, okay. In browser search, we need to type import requests. So let's see where. No, I think this is not. It is different, right? We need to do Chrome search. Like go to Chrome and
Um,
this three dot Chrome settings. Yeah, search option, find. Yeah, yeah, this kind of find. Import requests. Yeah,
0.
but we saw, right? We saw that request. So scroll at the very top, go to the authentication or something. Something was there. Yeah, so we are saying .json. Let's try that. Let's try .json instead of .text. Go to your VS Code, type .json and open close bracket,
Oh,
and print the text. No, wait, you are printing R. So delete that and print the R, print the text, sorry. Yeah, and JSON decode error. Okay, I think, yeah, let me just a moment. Import request and how to get response value in request Python. They are saying a dot content or dot text also. Log suppose request you're making is returning no content. Okay. So let's type this in browser. Let's see what happens. Copy the URL
this user.
https, yeah, this value, and we will replace the values. Actually, this is a nice way to check. Even I checked it for some of the airflow that I was preparing. So no, replace these values. Replace the stock curly brace with AAPL. Yeah, even curly brace also we need to remove. Yeah, AAPL and token equal to token value. Yeah, token equal to token value. Any error?
No error.
Okay, they are not. Okay, I think something then we are missing. So let's confirm the API docs again. Let's go to stock price and price quote. Yeah. So they are saying example, and in example they are saying get real time quote data. Method is get, example is / quote and symbol equal to this. So I think the base URL, then we are doing something wrong with the base URL. So the quote and symbol is correct. Can you show me that URL again? What was the URL we are using? Quote and then VI
So
stock. Up to that point, we need to confirm if that is correct. VI stock. Okay, let's check that. Remove the stock. I think we can remove stock maybe. No, stock only, stock value. After V1, where do you get this URL? FinHub and
This was
IO.
in one of the
Okay, okay.
tutorials over here. So I got it from over here.
Stock profile and all that. Yeah, let's remove stock then, or let's confirm their API like the proper way. So go to their API documentation. They will tell us URL also, base URL. Yeah, scroll up on your left. I think introduction or something, very top, and links also will check then.
This URL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
API is a base URL. So yeah, let's remove stock in our
Okay.
VS Code. Let's remove stock and let's do the activity also in your Chrome. Also remove that stock. Oh, I think we need to. Oh yeah, remove the stock, and we need to replace the values. Stock is APL and token is, yeah, token value will be this one. Type, yeah, this will be the copy. Yeah, this code.
Yeah,
Yeah,
closing. It's giving now.
yeah. I think this is something we will get also there now. So this is a good, nice way to check. This is something in get we can check, and post we cannot check, and therefore for
Okay.
security reasons sometimes we use post because these credentials and values will be hidden. Yeah, so let's get this. I think r.json. We can use r.text now, or JSON. I think JSON is also working. Yeah, great. Let's try text. Let's see what is there. The one that you are doing. The reason is that we want to follow your intuition. No, close the this bracket also. Remove the bracket. In JSON we need that, but I think in text, yeah. So your intuition was right, right? So we need to pull two values, C and PC, previous close. So yeah, let's pull those two values.
So those are in text.
So name those as two variables.
The current value.
Yeah, current value equal
And
to,
something will be
yeah,
equal to text. From text we have to get now C, right? This thing.
yeah, correct.
So for the text, can extract a value text. Can we do C like this?
Correct. Because a dictionary, then we can use key to get the value. Okay, and then previous close, previous value will be
Previous close will be equal to text, and our, let's check what do they say on it.
PC, yeah.
PC previous close. Yeah, PC.
Also remove the print sign, then we don't need now. We do a diagnosis. And also print R, and then comments also. I think one comment we can remove where we're creating the URL, the next line also.
No, we need this percentages and yesterday's closing. I think that's not there. Oh, create the another URL phrase. We don't need this.
Yeah, because the single URL contain, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we got the two, and now let's calculate the percentage change. How much the current price is changed over the previous one. Let's say if previous was 100 and current one is 110, so it will be 10% change, right? 10% plus.
Previous change minus current change, and then we have to divide it by
No, you
previous.
have to like current minus previous, because it will be like we want to see from the current how much current is changed compared to previous. So previous will be our base. Yeah. multiply by 100 and divide by 100 and divide by the previous close. Yeah. So this will be our percentage change. And I think, yeah, this variable is ready. Now we just need to create a dictionary for us. So let's create a dictionary for all these four values and the key and the value pair that they are asking.
Okay, let's create a dictionary over here.
No dictionary. Yeah, here also is a good practice. We can create at the beginning. But here, I think after getting the four variables, you can define directly there. We don't need to create blank first. We can create directly.
Oh, so first we didn't
Yeah.
know.
So you can say uh, values or answer, something like that, whatever you think is the, yeah, results. Yeah.
So it is a
Curly
result.
braces and here key value pair. So the whatever they are suggesting, copy the example and we just directly copy all that
Copy the example.
in the documentation. Yeah. Go to documentation in their PDF. Yeah. Copy the example. Yeah. So this will tell us like exactly what fields they need. So we just create those fields and those values, and the values will replace with the parameters then. So create a dictionary for this.
So we'll need
So
a company name and then
yeah, stock symbol will be the key. Stock symbol.
yeah.
No, in quotes. Yeah, stock symbol, then colon, and value will be your stock.
Percentages.
Stock is the variable. No, stock is the variable, right? Stock
Oh, for
symbol is
this,
the stock
yeah,
that you are getting.
right, right. And then
Then again, next one is
the percentage change.
correct.
This will be this thing,
And the value will be
percentage change,
correct.
and we'll need this current price also,
Yeah,
which we already have.
current price.
Current price is current value,
Yeah,
comma, last closing price. Previous close.
yeah, correct. I think now we are on the good track. And after result, we just need to save it. So go to the link now, remove this example values here. So now our goal is to save it. Our goal is to save the dictionary as CSV file.
Oh,
So that link will help us to do that. So go to the link, I think CSV writer. But we know the easy method also, like if somebody asks us without referencing any code to it. So we use pandas for
that's
that.
two CSV, right? Pandas and dot to CSV.
No, not here. The third tab. In the third tab, we have like field. So we want to import CSV and then scroll down. After import CSV, they are saying field names as a list and list of Python dictionaries. And then with open this as CSV writer equal to CSV writer and field name is this and writer dot writer class. I think this is something you can do, right? You can copy this one or you can use pandas also. Both are equally fine. For this, we need to import our CSV also at the very beginning. Even I think in the top cell. Yeah, write comment here, saving as CSV or something. And pretty print, I think we are not using. JSON also we are not using. CSV we are using now. And yeah, execute that CSV command, CSL. It will otherwise throw error. And
Oh,
yeah, and in here we need to like indent it correctly. So with open the file name, whatever file name you want to name it, let's say stocks, something like that. Stock, or you can name it dynamically also. So like you can say stock underscore and curly braces with
Okay,
stock
let's
symbol.
save the image.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
let's
is
click.
nice name. Stock volatility is good name. Oh yeah, I think they are suggesting some file name. Okay,
And now
and
we also need to return the most volatile stock, right? We have to compare between these percentage changes. So I think.
oh, is it go to documentation? I think let's okay between Apple. Okay, I think they should say among Apple, right? Among Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Google.
Mm.
Find the stock that moved the most. Oh, correct. Yeah. So yeah, I think they are asking us to compare all this. So yeah, we will do
We'll only
that.
have one answer then. Only particular one stock. Okay.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. So let's do that. So instead of stock, I think let's in this function, let's say we are returning the result then. So this function is just for result,
Mm.
and in next function we'll create that then, right? That will be easier.
Okay.
So move this CSV cells and all that in next function, and so this is like how we actually use oops concept, object oriented programming, and it's like we abstract things also in Python. So one function will be for one stock, and then we can loop in that function, right? So let's
Mm.
create another function, and or without function also we can do now, but yeah, I think without function also we can do, but I'm thinking like what would be the best way, because we have limited stock, and for every stock we want to get the result first. I think result value also we need to change it. So I think in this function directly we can do that, otherwise it will be lengthy function, lengthy code. So let's say whatever you are doing at the beginning, let's do that. Instead of stock, let's pass a list. Should we do that, or should we like reduce it further, because there also it will be messy. So let's say stock here, let's keep it stock, simple function, and this function will give us the values,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Then
So
and then we can create a new function which gets a list and gets a value from these, right? Is that what we're trying to do?
yeah, let's do a very good way. So let's import pandas as PD. Let's do the use the power of pandas now. Remove the CSV also, then we don't need CSV. We use pandas, then import pandas as PD, because pandas is like very helpful in Python. Python plus pandas is something good. Okay, let's stock symbol also remove the last line in the first cell. We have our list ready, right?
Yeah.
And also this yeah, this also we can remove. So yeah, I think we are good with the first cell. Execute the first cell. Yeah. Okay, so in the second cell we are getting it correctly, we are getting the result, right? And now in the third cell, create a new cell, the third cell, and here our goal is to create a data frame for all the stocks. So for that you will say you will we will save a result as a list for every stock. So we'll simply say results equal to the square brackets. Yeah, and here this will be a list which will contain the dictionaries, right? So here no, here we will iterate the list then now. So for iteration, for each iteration we will say price stock, your function name, function name. We are calling the function. So this
Yes.
is advanced concept now, advanced Python concept basically, which we are supposed to, right?
Mm.
And let me prepare you for that. So let's say your goal is to loop your function and create a dictionary for this. So from dictionary to pandas data frame will be very easy. So it's like when you have a collection, when you have a list of dictionaries, you can directly convert to data frame. But your goal now is to create this list. So how can you do that? Like a list of dictionaries. Dictionary will be the result that you are returning. I think return also we need to add there in our function. So after result, say return result. Yeah, I think that function is good. Let's dry run it also quickly. Create a temp cell, next cell temporarily, and try run it like we did last time. I think we already have a code for that. We can cut that code here or copy this. Scroll down. I think we already have a code, right? So yeah, this one. Oh yeah, here we can try run here also directly. Yeah, let's say execute, and we are saying current value equal to this. Indices must be integer. String indices. I think this is a string. The output is getting as a string. We need to convert to JSON. So for conversion of string to JSON, I think we need to use another stuff. I think let's do JSON instead of text. Let's use JSON. No, not here. In the above, like text equal to r dot JSON and bracket open close. I think that will return the JSON then instead of text. Let's save the function. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a dictionary, and this is something we need to calculate for every stock. So in your list, you need to iterate this dictionary for every symbol. How can you do that?
So we need to use a for loop, and then like over here, the stock name will be whatever is over here,
Correct.
and then store it every time in the result.
Correct. And this result will be in dictionary. So in dictionary, how can you iterate? So I think there is a proper term in Python, very famous. This is like very common. Python 101, we need to ask this question. Like, how can you iterate in list iteration? For this, you will say price stock and the values X. So now it will be not stock, but X, which will get from the for loop. X, comma, no, X, no, inside price stock. You need to pass token values also. X, comma, token for close the bracket. Yeah, for X in and your list. What list name you gave?
Yeah.
Stock. Now
Uh,
also, yeah, I
yeah.
think this will work. And let's check it. Let's print the results. No results. Okay, now we want to convert into Pandas data frame. So after this first line, we will say pd.data frame. That's it. Result df, results underscore df. Let's say that results underscore df equal to pd dot data frame. Data frame d and f both are here. This one. Data frame and pass the results. Correct. Now print the result df also. Print the results df. Next line. Yeah. Results underscore df. Yeah. So now it will be a data frame.
Um,
Yeah, this is how we create data frame. And now we have all the information. Now we can check which one is the highest one, and we can pick that, and we can export that also, right?
mm.
So create a new cell, next cell, and your goal is now to export that particular cell value as CSV with headers. How can you do that? Now it will be Pandas problem only.
From this over here, we have to.
You can sort values, maybe sort values in descending order, like we learned in that lead code, right?
We
In
have to
static stretch, you can say result underscore df dot sort values.
for all the columns.
No, we, in sort values, we actually, I think, pick which
Oh,
one we want. Sort values by, yeah, by percentage change. They are asking the highest percentage change, right? Highest volatile.
yeah.
So in highest also, like, is it like negative highest or positive highest? That also is kind of a condition, right? Most
Yeah.
volatile to a CSV. I think then we can like we need to remove the minus plus sign when we are checking it, when we are checking the highest, right? Something like that we need to do.
Yeah.
So I
Can
think
absolute
absolute, yeah,
yeah,
absolute concept we need to use. And how can we do
percentage
that?
in like ABS.
I think for that we need to find the, no, not here, not here.
Yeah.
Percentage change is something which will be negative or positive, but volatility is something which will be absolute only. So dynamically, because they're not asking for volatile column, so therefore we can temporarily put that. That will make things very very easy. So but when we exporting that, we need to remove that column. So let's do that. So in your P or data frame, above cell, create a new cell after that, or no, not cell, a new line, third line. Yeah, here your goal is to create new column, which is the absolute value percentage change.
DF, and then we need a new
Volatility, you can say, yeah, equal to.
quality equals ABS absolute value of DF, and then a column name.
I
Does this
think
sound?
results underscored here.
Do we need to keep column name over here? Dot column.
No, column name is like percentage change is the column. Let's run it. Let's see if absolute is working here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
volatility.
think it is removing the minus sign. That is correct. That is something you wanted. And
Mm.
now we will sort out easily, right?
Yeah,
We
only.
will in a single line. Actually, we can export everything. That will be impressive, like in PySpark format. So we can say first sort values by volatility and ascending equal to false. Ascending equal to false. Yeah, and check again. And now pick the first row, dot head, and in bracket one. Yeah, run again. And
Mm.
now say select a column, or you can say drop also, dot drop, and in bracket columns equal to that volatility column, columns equal to. So it we are doing it like this because it will give you more opportunity to show your skills, like Pandas skills, right? Therefore
Mm.
that is a reason. uh, and also from efficiency perspective it will not impact, so in production also we can use this. And that is also another reason that you can explain like why you choose this way. The drop columns equal to volatility, let's check.
Yeah, this is
And
gone.
now we will say after this dot
Dot
to
CSV.
CSV. Yeah, to CSV, and the name of that file which they I think suggested. Yeah, and also we need to pass one here, one more factor. But let's see this. I will show you what extra column is getting here. Yeah, let's check the CSV. So you will see that comma and 2 is coming, right? So that is an
Yeah.
index. So we need to pass additional factor, additional parameter in to CSV. Index equal to false.
Okay.
Yeah. So now it will be like without index. Save it again. Yeah. Now check it and
Mm.
compare with that. Compare with their format. I think this is exactly what they are wanted. So now they can run this code anytime, and this will be dynamic, right? It is putting dynamic values. But
Mm.
what duplicate? How there are two? Oh, you copied it. Oh, you
I
are
copied it.
comparing. I thought like how it automatically coming. Okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, it is exactly same.
Yeah, so this is like how we do the practices of this, and I hope you understood a lot of concept, new concept
Yeah.
also, some of them. And you are able to explain this, right? Whatever they ask,
Yep.
how you did that and all.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is how, and also you can make it like more impressive by saying, okay, because it's token values and stock values something. You can token value actually is like token, so you want it to store. If they ask you like how you store it, so you will
Mm.
say, in production we generally use some vault, and in my case I want to use secret manager, AWS secret manager, for storing my token, right? Something
Mm.
like that. And also instead you can, I mean, that is something, some dots you need to connect automatically. Nobody can tell you all this, right? I'm just telling because it's coming to my mind. But that is something you should automatically push from your side to interviewers to impress them more. Like, sir, because I know that token value is here and it's kind of a secret that we want to maintain, so secret manager will be a good choice for us.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And also we can save directly to S3 bucket. Also Pandas has that power, so that also you can pitch, like saving into S3 bucket automatically. And then you can also schedule it very easily using Lambda, so that also you can, like, these are something we need to push. Because how they know that you know all these things? Either they ask you question or you need to push. So generally people who are smart, who get good job, they actually push these things. You also need to push Lambda, like, okay, I know that Lambda we can schedule, so we can easily put this in Lambda, and every 5 minute time minute we keep updating this file on, keep adding more and more files, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we can notify the subscribers also if some volatility change or parameter breaks, so we can send emails using SNS service or SES service which you used. And we can also create orchestration. I mean, that will be very huge task, but yeah, up to SES I think you are good. You can say after Lambda we can also trigger and send emails to subscribers if they want to trigger and get email after, if the volatility is very high or low, something like that. So that is something like which is a window for us to explain the concept, which looks good.
Yep. Thank you, Spurs, for this.
Yeah. See you. I hope who is watching this recording also will get some more idea.
Yeah, just I had for the second part, I'm almost done for it. So I was wondering in this thing, find the customer with more than 3 orders, and
Okay.
just for
They are
the
providing SQL. Okay, SQL queries there,
so
and so the data frame they are providing,
it
or
is in this website.
it is in this website. Okay.
There
So
is
okay, this is a
part.
data frame.
Yeah,
Okay, your database table name records and the number of records is total 196. Okay, yeah. And
and
what is
find
the query?
customer with
Find
more than
customers
three.
with more than three orders. So I think, yeah, we can group by
Join.
customers, and then we can sort. First, group by customer ID. Customers with more than three orders, right? We want to find.
Yeah. Where found,
And then sort also order by. I think having would be the last. Let's try this order by. Yeah, order by, no, no, order by. Okay, count customer ID also we need to like rename, right? Customer ID to something else. I mean, count of customer ID. What we're doing, what they are asking, select customer ID or all the records.
find
Find
customers.
customers.
So do we have to
So
join the
it's
table with customer?
ambiguous, yeah.
We might have to join with
Find,
customer.
because let's say customer ID, table name, let's say customer ID, something which we want to say. So select customer ID and the count of customer ID. Select customer ID and the value, the column that will be created after having group by. Bye. No, no, not like, yeah, yeah. Okay, you are renaming it. Group by customer ID. So where is that count value, count column is going? Total number records are 18, which looks correct. But where is that count?
Oh, we are not giving that right now.
Yeah. Select customer ID, count customer ID, and from orders, group by customer ID,
Oh, wait, wait.
and having customer count customer. No, in having, I think reverted back to the previous query, not like this. Yeah, reverted back. Select star up to revert up to that point. Select star. Yeah, select star. Yeah, run it again. Order by also, I think. Yeah, remove order by also. Yeah, but here I'm thinking customer ID 7. Okay, and oh yeah, I think we need to also select that particular customer. Have all the records, but the count of the customer ID. Let's say select customer ID and group by customer ID. Select customer ID and group by customer ID. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah, so this is a count actually. Now we will say uh, select customer ID and this will be the count. But we need to also find the customer ID only. Where count. Yeah, I think this is a correct answer because these are the customers, 18 customers in total
Mm.
who are just ordering. So it's ambiguous. The previous query is also correct. This one is also correct. And in previous, we are just showing the full record. Here, we are just showing the customer ID. So both are correct.
I think it is in order. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ordering by also. But ordering by customer ID, it doesn't impact. Yeah.
Yeah, because order. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Up to here is fine. Even star is fine because they haven't specified any particular column. But this is something they asked. I think their problem is not that tough because in big companies they ask like very complex question. Not only SQL in Python, also both languages.
Mm. But yeah, this was kind of fun to do.
Yeah, this one was good. But I mean, from Python perspective, this is like very basic, like 101.
Okay.
So I mean, because we it's like it's not practiced, right? Therefore, it looks tough. Otherwise, this is something we do on a daily basis. This is, I mean, very easy thing. It's not like complicated. So complication actually is something. Python is actually easy, to be honest. So therefore, that is the reason Python is famous also because everything is easy. Even machine learning also you will find it like building a lot of models. Everything looks very easy. And this is because of the break that we did. Like we break everything into comments. But the good practice something we should follow. So whenever you find any problem, just create a function. It is helping me for many years now. And sometimes you will later on when you do a lot of functions, you will realize that the need of classes also. But at the point until you realize the need of class, keep using functions for everything, right?
Okay.
So that will help you a lot. We just simple input output thing then. So what is input and what output we get and everything in between, we can simply write the code in function. Okay, then I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
this answers question.
Yeah. Thank you, Spurs.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye.